All right, I thought as I was doing the answer key for the absolute value equation homework, the first assignment, I thought I should probably videotape, at least for problems 5 through 8, videotape how you do them so you can check your work. The first 4 are pretty straightforward, I think. But starting at number 5, these are the more complex problems. So we have x minus 7.4 equals 1.6. Hang on, let me turn down the TV for a sec. All right, first thing you want to do is keep, change, change. Now, step 1, take off the absolute value. I didn't change any signs on the inside. You never change signs on this part of the equation. The part that comes from inside the absolute value, don't mess with those signs, except for to keep, change, change. That's not really changing anything. Equals, so the first step, take off the absolute value. Second step, put a plus minus on the other side. Now we're gonna branch 2 directions. This is how your work needs to look. So the left equation is x plus negative 7.4, I did not change anything, equals the positive 1.6. X plus negative 7.4 equals the negative 1.6. The only thing I changed was this number, that guy. All right, then you want to solve each of these equations separately. So that's a negative 7.4. I have to add a positive 7.4 to both sides. I'm not going to draw the railroad tracks, but go straight down. X equals, now 7.4 plus, or 7.4 plus 1.6 is 9, or 9.0. So that's one of the answers. On the other side, also adding 7.4 to both sides, cancel, x equals. Now the signs are different and we're adding, and so that means when you add 2 different sign numbers, you have to really subtract. Don't put a 2 here and a 6 here. You can't subtract, you can't do 1.6 minus 7.4, because if you ignore this sign, that number's bigger. So you have to rewrite it just like you would just normally subtract the numbers, like that. And that means you're going to end up borrowing. So 8, 1 from 6, 5. So I get a 5.8, which should be positive because 7.4 is the bigger number. And those are my 2 solutions. Now you can check them. I'm not going to do the checks on all of them, but I just want to show you one. So I'm going to plug in a 9 plus negative 7.4 equals 1.6. 9, if you actually do your check, 7, I don't know why I added that 0. Subtracting here, 8, 10, 6, 1. So I get 1.6 equals 1.6. Okay, now if I plug in a 5.8 plus negative 7.4 equals 1.6. Well, inside here I'm adding 2 different sign numbers, so I have to do 7.4 minus 5.8, 6, 1. Now I get a negative 1.6 because this is the bigger number. The negative is bigger. Oops. Here's what I have here. But the absolute value is going to make it a positive 1.6. So it works. Okay, let's see if I can squeeze number 6 down here. The absolute value of x plus, this one's easier, 14 equals 20. I don't need to keep, change, change. Step 1, take off the absolute value. Step 2, put a plus minus on the other side. Branch, branch the positive branch, the negative branch. X plus 14 equals positive 20. X plus 14 equals negative 20. minus 14, minus 14. These signs have to be different. X equals 6. Minus 14, minus 14, right? These two add to 0. X equals, now I'm adding two negatives, so I just add them and keep the negative sign, so that's going to be 34, negative 34. All right, turning the page. Let's see, that might be a little hard to read. Hold on. All right, I'll flip over one more page. Okay, number 7, x plus 8 equals 3. Take off the absolute value, put a plus minus on the other side. Branch, branch, plus, minus. X plus 8 equals positive 3. X plus 8 equals negative 3. You have to subtract or add a negative 8 to both sides. X equals, that's negative 5 because you're adding. Minus 8, cancel, cancel. X equals negative 11. Okay, and then last one, number 8. X minus 9.6 equals 5.5. All right, keep, change, change. Boom, boom. Take off the absolute value. Put a plus minus on the other side. Branch, branch, plus, minus. This side of the equation, you don't change. Equals positive 5.5. X plus negative 9.6 equals negative 5.5. Now I have to, this has to cancel. It's negative, so I have to add a positive to both sides. So that adds to 0, and x equals, well, that's a 6. 11, 15.1, positive. And then I have to also add a positive 9.6 to both sides. Cancel. X equals, now 9.6. I have to, the signs are different, meaning I have to subtract. So I'm going to put the bigger number on the top and just subtract as if, without really worrying about that sign. 1, 4. The bigger number's positive, so I get 4.1 as my two answers. And that's it.